There we go. Hi everybody. We welcome to another sorry. Can't talk as usual. But welcome to another Audeze stream. Today we're going to be playing games, as is the Wednesday tradition. And as usual, I'm trying to figure out which game I want to play. Because I haven't the faintest clue. Now, the choice is, as usual, do we play something like Overwatch? Which I feel like I play a lot of Overwatch. So it might be nice to play something different, unless you guys like the Overwatch. A little hard to talk sometimes and pay total attention without playing terribly. But happy to do it if you guys are into it. I'm thinking, though, Halo, we play that a lot, too. It might be fun to play something a little bit... Let's see. What can we play that might be? Flower might be cool. I feel like RTS games are really boring to watch. Fun to play. Boring to watch. So maybe an open world or like a puzzle adventure game of some kind. Let me see what we got. Antechamber. Bastion could be okay. Do I have it installed? I don't have it installed. On this computer. New-ish computer. Hey, Lost. Yep, you're the first here. Welcome. If you have any opinions on what game we should play today, let me know. We've got a lot that we can pick from. Hades, we were working our way through Hades. That might be kind of a fun one as well. Mushroom War is already played. I love this game, Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion. But I'm not sure it's the most interesting to watch, and it takes a long, long time to play. Well, since I can't decide, here's what we're going to do. We're going to boot up some Brawlhalla. Because I'm feeling lazy, and it's easy. Breath of the Wild. I would love to play Breath of the Wild. Unfortunately, I don't have my Switch hooked up to a capture card at the moment. So, but I will take that under consideration. Definitely. An open world game felt like it would have been the right choice normally in this situation. But we can always switch too if we hate it. Hi, Sin City Wiz. I'm doing well. How are you? Good to see you. Accept and play, whatever. Let me just make sure that we are getting audio. We'll turn them down to 20. And let's see. There we go. So you should be able to hear that more or less. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. As usual, we'll talk about Audeze stuff or other stuff too. Doesn't have to be exclusively audio stuff. Audeze stuff, sorry. Let's see. Oh gosh, it's been a little while since I played.
Online.
But yeah, I'm doing well today. How are you guys? Today, actually, we have hi Lollygaggin. Good to see you again. Why don't we do queued? This would be fun. Let's see. Yes. Team blue or team red? Such a hard choice. We'll be team blue. Strength, speed, dexterity, defense. Try strength out. Feels a little laggy for some reason. As usual, like I said, any questions about Audeze stuff, or music stuff, or game stuff, or whatever, please feel free to ask. My name's Grover, as usual. Yeah, this is Brawlhalla. Pick up the weapon, please. Thank you. This character is totally cheeseball. Yeah, also today I'm wearing Audeze LCD2s rather than my typical LCD2 closebacks. Ooh. Reading the chat and paying attention to this is very difficult at the same time. Bluetooth and I believe there's a new firmware update coming either soon or that has come out for Windows, so definitely check that out, Arthur. Yes, that's definitely oh geez, I'm not. My air game was actually good. I would have been able to do something with that. My partner was awful. Jeez. Not to... I hate people who, you know... Jeez, my partner died right away. The party in my game can hear me talking. Being looked into. Yes, there will be a separate Bluetooth and separate Bluetooth and wireless mode in the firmware. Again, check the new firmware. If it's not in that one, it should be coming up soon. Try speed this time. Yeah, living in California definitely a leg up for that kind of thing. Getting stuff quickly. Glad to hear about that. Wearing hey Chaotic. How are you doing, Jorge? I'm wearing LCD2s today, by the way. A little different. Leak some sound, so you know, whatevs. But not too bad. Good enough for a stream use, I think, unless I sound terrible and there's feedback. But I don't think there is, like in OBS's level. So, let me know. My week's been all right, actually. It's been a little quieter than the previous ones. How about yours? Ah, you're so much faster than I am. Even with the speed boost, which I think I took this time. Man, my teammate is not covering for me at all. Ugh. I'm not doing so well. Let's do experimental. Let's see what's going on here. Orion. I don't know what this is, but, you know, we're going to find out. It's going to be interesting. That's for sure.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Yeah, they're pretty weird. They're like not really even traditional headphones. What were your thoughts on them? They're super different. Ooh, lots of experience. Yeah. They're very detailed. They have a slightly unusual frequency response, but they're super slammy. This is just what I hear with them, but they're super slammy, and they're interesting. They're cool. I think they're a pretty neat product. Very weird, but a neat product for sure. I don't know what the experimental, what was it supposed to be? Blah, 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 and system has behaviors, yada, yada. It's just bounce stuff. Meh.
Online. Orion.
No, they're not very forgiving of, you know, recordings which are not pretty immaculately mixed. They don't forgive that well. Dynamics are huge. They sound enormous, right? Very cool. They have a bit of a dip in the mid-range. I haven't heard the most recent ones, but I've heard semi-recent ones. And they were quite. They're cool. They don't have the flattest frequency response, but they work really well for some things. Grab the lance, thank you. I'm just gonna let them fight it out. I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna be that guy. Ooh, I'm gonna almost die. Get off my rock. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Oh no. Someone disconnected. Make competition results. I'm not sure. You should check Ken Lewis's page for that. He said that I think ooh, that person's dead. Nice air game there. I know that they were due on March 1st. I don't know when the results are coming out, but check his page, check his Instagram. Maybe March. Flyer might have said. I need to check the flyer again, but there might be some information on that. Not sure otherwise. Nice combos. I haven't played this game in ages, by the way, so I'm super annoyingly bad at it. I'm being targeted by this person. Oh, this is not a stock match. What the hell? Lame. Today's live stream? No, not from us. Today's live stream from, okay, I want a stock. Free for all. Yeah, the live stream, from him, not our live stream, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is not what I want. Actually, I want strikeout.
Orion. Online. Orion.
Yeah, I still have a pair of DT880s buried somewhere in my closet. I like them. Good headphones. Cool. Oh my gosh, they have Rayman. Wow. I need to play. I just need to play some.
Local. Local.
To remember how this
Orion.
game works. I'm gonna play with some of the new characters, learn some new skill sets because I haven't played this game in ages. Yeah, I like the DT880s. Definitely cool headphones, good headphones. Used them for a long time. Really enjoyed them. Rapid boppers. It's funny. Hey, Gigabyte. How are you doing? Stock. Oh, there's new maps too. I want to play on one of the new maps. Yeah. Also, K9, let me know. Like, have you mixed anything on them, or what amp are you using? Are you using that F1 amp that you had to drive them? Wow. Interesting move. Kind of like that, actually. He hits heavy with the axe, at least. Yeah, that'll make a huge difference too. They take a lot of power. Do you like the KN with them? How do you find it? Fell right in that grab. Wall jump. Nice. I did. That was back when I had an old shit Magni and Modi before I had it. Ooh, just missed. Wow, that's a horrible corner to be in. But I've used them with all sorts of stuff. I mean, tube amps work great with them because of the high impedance. I use a variety of different tube amps, but yeah, I like them. They're cool. Actually, I think I like the oh, jeez.
One wins.
Yeah, those like a lot of power. A lot of power. Menace Maul, Soul Scourge. Oh yeah, I mean they'll sound fine out of the mode too, but you definitely, a good amp will help them quite a bit. It will make a big difference. The shit amps are good. There's also lots of choices in those lower price points. iFi makes nice stuff. You know, plenty of we're blessed with plenty of good choices nowadays. I'm not as up on lower price amps nowadays as I used to be, actually. RME has pretty good headphone amps, but, you know, not the cheapest. But, which Motu you're using, by the way, Sin City? Definitely interested in. I've recommended the Motu gear before, and I've had good experiences with it, but I'm actually not super, I don't own any of it. Well, my SPL blew up, unfortunately, so normally I have a Fondator X, but I've got a Jotunheim, an old Jotunheim too, yeah, Jotunheim as my current head amp, as well as the amps in my RME. But I also have this Cord Hugo TT2 with an M scaler, which is on loan at the moment from Audeze HQ. For some product photography, so I've been kind of looking into that a little bit. I'd love to get a tube amp. I'm actually, I've got a Dark Voice here that a friend of mine who's a really cool tube tech guy is you know, we're modding it together. So that's probably going to be my next amp. I would probably, if I was buying an amp, look at a amps and sound amp, just because I'm sort of a tube person. Yeah. I don't crazy care for this character. Oh, dude, tubes are, once you go tube, it's all over. This guy's hitboxes are kind of weird. Not sure how that attacked. Not sure what the hitbox in it is. There we go. Care for this guy. His hitboxes are really strange. They're like, some of them are super short, some of them are super long. Does good damage though. Yeah, it's all over once you. Did I just not pick that up? Okay. used to be really good at Smash. Used to play some semi-pro stuff like that back when I was actually good at video games. Yeah, there's some really good solid state out there too, especially if you have headphones like Audeze's and Abyss headphones and things like that. Let's see. Sure, why not? Let's try this first. Phonitor headphone amp was really good. The F3 or F1 amp or Formula S amp is really good. It's supposed to be really good. I haven't heard it, but yeah, you can get a long ways with solid states. It's not like, you know, you have to go tube to get have to go oh gosh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it'll happen. We're I actually quite like the Dark Voice. I think it works the best on Audeze, the LCD 4s, because they're a higher impedance. So it's a little loose. I mean, it's cheap. It's a cheap tube amp. But it's got a really nice, pleasing tone in the mid-range and treble. And the La Figaro 339, which is the newer version of it, is actually pretty good. It solves some of the power supply issues that the first one has. For the price, they're so cheap, it's hard to go wrong. You know, the Felix Elise is also a great tube amp for not crazy money. The amps and sound stuff's a little more expensive, but I really like it. Justin's a super nice guy. So it's definitely a little warmer, a little gooier sounding. Something like the Felix Elise or an OTL tube amp is going to be a little bit more linear. There's a brand called Allnick that has a tube headphone amp, actually, that I like their products, but I haven't heard that specifically, so I'm curious to know what it's like. I want to know what this attack does. There we go. Okay, they're all grad. One thing that was always a little strange to me about this game is that if you're right on top of each other, the hitboxes don't line up very well. Which is not really an issue. It's just a little bit odd. Ooh. The Dark Voice has a really nice sweetness to it, though. A lot of tube amps will have just a richness and a musicality that solid state won't have. Not that it's not possible. It's just more. A little tubes tend to be a little bit. They have a different dynamic performance than solid state.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Yeah, there's some great tube amps out there too. They're usually kind of expensive, although not always. Some of them are more reasonable. Used to be you just couldn't get a good tube head amp. Notifications from HQ that let users know when firmware or app updates are available. Yeah, there should be. Check the most recent firmware update, because I thought that was added. Or again, if it's not being added, then it should be added soon. Oh, that's an interesting move. But yeah, that should be, check the HQ update page. If it's not in the change log, then it should be added shortly. Mixing my PC and console audio into my headphones. Are you getting audio mixer, or is there an amp that can play multiple switches at the same time? Ooh, that's a tricky one. There's some, almost certain there should be a firmware update from that. I mean, there is a firmware update, several firmware updates from that, but it should show it on the HQ now if it doesn't. So definitely update your HQ. Audio mixer probably is the best way to do that. I don't like this transformer guy. He's alright. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, audio mixer probably the best way to do that, since City was. Go. Yeah, absolutely. Probably either the analog outs into a mixer, or maybe, I don't really, there's not a lot of devices that can take multiple USB inputs is a problem. Petra. Are these like, some of these are characters I recognize from other franchises. Jiro. Tree Fort. This looks like a fun map. Definitely devices that can take multiple optical I/O and other digital I/O, but I don't know that many devices. I need to look into this, see if there's devices that take multiple USB I/O. That's not a very common thing, actually. CPU like is wigging out, doesn't know what to do. He's shook. air game back. Oh, almost got him. Yeah, we can also, we'll talk a little bit about routing and mixing and different things like that. Ooh, when we do the next production stream this Friday. There'll be some cool stuff to talk about there, probably, because it's a little bit opaque, especially to consumers, but also to professionals as well. It's not really, it's not simple. There's a lot of different ways to, what is it, skin a cat or whatever? Basically, there's a lot of different ways to approach the problem. And routing is it's simple in concept. In practice, it's a lot more complicated. Whoops, I didn't mean to throw that. I like this map. I like the artwork. Very rainbow. There's like cakes in the background. Kind of fun. I don't know why this one CPU, the dwarf guy, keeps like totally just not. He's just sitting there, not doing anything.
Player one wins.
Yeah, so this Friday we'll be doing production stream at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So every week our stream schedule is usually around 1 o'clock. We're a little late today, but around 1 o'clock we'll do a gaming stream with Q&A. I'll answer questions, things like that. And that's 1 p.m. Pacific Standard on Wednesdays. And then Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard is production streams. So we'll talk about music, making music, mixing, mastering, routing, gear, all that kind of stuff. Generally, I'll be doing some kind of mix or production or something like that as well. But yeah, that's kind of our stream schedule. So tune in if either of those interest you. And those are most weeks, and I'll make sure that people know if we're not doing a stream. so many characters in this game, it's hard sometimes to know where the hitboxes are on all the attacks that they have. I am openly lame about my skills at this game. Oh yeah, absolutely. Those are probably, I mean, they weren't as popular at first because we had a lot more people who were interested in just Penrose stuff, but that's definitely, they're more, you know, playing video games during work time isn't not fun. But I definitely have a lot of fun with those, and when we don't have new products, there's a lot more to say, because it's just like, oh, let's play video games and chit-chat and have a Q&A. And I'm, you know, pretty comfortable doing mixing and mastering and production and things like that, and that's kind of a passion of mine. So, and I approach things in some interesting ways and have some unusual experiences with that. And so I hope that's of interest to people. I've got actually a lot of experience doing audio production and mixing stuff, and I have an unusual style that I think a lot of people might find interesting. We have some cool music for the next one. I'm excited about it, actually. So we have a couple things we can do too, which y'all let me know when we get there if you are more interested in finishing the mix of the Ken Lewis song in kind of my style, or doing a new thing. I think we're going to end up doing a new thing because I think it's more fun and it needs to be mixed. But you guys let me know if you hate it. What? Bogus, as Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure would say. Totally bogus.
Player one wins.
Also, pretty accessible, I might add, for production teams. I tend to use a lot of play one of the new maps again. I tend to use a lot of Air Windows plugins, and they're all free. So they're a little bit confusing, but with Air Windows plugins and a couple of good supplemental plugins, you can actually mix pretty much anything incredibly lightweight, but to a very high standard. This is an orb? What is this? And we can also go through, this might be interesting as well, people. We can also go through my plugin list. What I've got, what I've had in the past, I've had, I mean, so many plugins in the past. And what gets used, what didn't get used, and ended up, you know, not making the plugin list anymore. So I think that would be interesting as well. I actually kind of like this little ball thing. It's sort of cool. Oh, didn't dodge, right?
Shut down.
What are you mixing in, Sin City? Because I'm interested. Also, I mean, all of my stream stuff is done in Reaper, and that's not really changing. But it would be interesting to me to know just what people are mixing in. His attack range, I like his moves, but his attack range is kind of... Jeez. Chill out, lady. And killed yourself.
Player 1 wins.
Okay, so that's what the ball is. Thor? Yeah, sure, we'll go with this one. I re-downloaded my One Waves plugin that I use today, actually. Or was it yesterday? It was yesterday, which was kind of a funny experience. I had, at one point, all of them. And, deleted them because I didn't use them. I know some people swear by the Ableton Live and Fruity Loops. Nice. Okay, cool. I've used both of those. I'm familiar with them. I actually have a plugin for Reaper that I used to use Ableton. I don't think I have it installed on my current computer, but love both DAWs. I have a plugin called Playtime for Reaper that basically mimics the style of Ableton. Oops. Okay. That's a strange move. What the hitbox on this is. What kind of music production do you do, by the way? Because I'm interested in that as well, and seeing how what I do is maybe relevant. Bonk.
Player 1 wins.
2 o'clockish. Ugh, my fingers hurt. Getting old. Ugh. These are all magic ball users. But we'll try them out. We'll do a few more battles. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll talk about some stuff. And yeah. Oh, I need more. Ooh. It just picked.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Now looking for something more advanced with Ableton Live. Nice. Yeah, Ableton and Ableton's great. Bitwig, also great. Use both Bitwig. I'm more familiar with Ableton and Bitwig than I am with Fruity Loops Studio, but I know a lot of people who use Fruity Loops. And love it. So yeah. Good choices. Mixing in Ableton's a little bit weird, but it's actually very doable. You can do it. So yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, we can talk about that. We might even do, maybe we'll do an Ableton production stream someday. There's like a very specific hitbox on this ball thing that I still haven't quite figured out. You like can't get too close because it only hits very precisely. That's the damage though. Also, the number of control surfaces that are available for Ableton is just incredibly cool. So many great control surfaces, pads, drum pads, things like that, which I like because I'm very into the, like, producing for me is all about playing, right? Playing things in and getting the power of being able to play any instrument through your chosen interfaces, which I just love. Really makes it organic for me. So we'll get into also production streams and things like that. So I think that stuff is super cool. Facing the wrong direction.
Player one wins.
What time is it? 2:14. Let's try this witch character. Ooh, big damage, but not much defense. I believe Ludwig Göransson used Ableton for all the or uses it for most of the composition he does as well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Email support@audeze.com and ask them about that. They would know better, and they might be able to say more about what the stock situation is. Ah, okay, yeah, here I can lower the game volume. No problem. That should do it. Let me know if it's... Oh, it's still loud. Weird. Let's try some more. There we go. That should be quite a bit lower. Let me know if that's still too loud. OBS is a little touchy sometimes. Like, yeah, let me know if that's better. But yeah, regarding OBS, just, I would say, geez. Yeah, the audio is super loud. I have it turned down in the game, and I have it turned down 30 dB in OBS. That's what I had to do to finally get it quiet. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I don't know why the audio for this game is so darn loud. Ugh. The, hitboxes being really specific for some of these weapons is kind of annoying. There we go. Should do it.
Player 1 wins.
We'll give it about, let's see, what is it, 220? Let's call it here. That's about an hour stream. So if you guys have any questions, as always, 1 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. PST, Wednesday for the 1 p.m., Friday for the 3 p.m. Fridays, music, production, audio, stuff like that. Yeah, my name's Grover, Audeze channel. Glad to have you all. And thanks for our usual crowd to coming through. We'll definitely talk about some cool stuff on Friday. So hopefully you guys check that out. I'm excited to share some of the neat stuff that I've got planned for you guys. And I think it'll be fun and cool. So yeah, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday and enjoy the rest of your week.